When should you hire a personal injury lawyer? Keep watching this short video to find out. So you may be asking yourself, I got injured, I really wanted a lawyer, but I want to wait a little bit, let's see what happens. And I highly discourage doing that. And while I understand that a lot of lawyers might seem to be extremely aggressive, want to get you through the door and do very little work, or maybe do a lot of work, but take tons of the money away from you. And at the end of the day, you get very little out of your claim and you wish you didn't hire a lawyer in the first place. I get all that. And that's why when I'm hired or when I'm even consulted, I try to give a full explanation of what's going on so someone can carefully weigh their options. I don't sell services that you don't need. I'm upfront on what you're going to get. Now, of course, I can't guarantee outcomes, but certainly I can give you some advice. And I feel like a lot of people who don't even hire me are really glad that they at least had that consultation and can be well informed. And obviously, I hope to have a good working relationship with you. And if I do think I can help, I'll tell you as much. Now, when to hire me or any other personal injury lawyer really should be as soon after the accident as possible. And the reason for that is a lot of times the insurance companies will try to get a recorded statement from you, say things that could weaken your claim that you wish you didn't say, that might not even be a full picture of what happened. And especially in injury cases, many people who get injured, the pain gets worse before it gets better. It's very rare, unless it's a very serious injury case, where someone gets into a car accident and all of their injuries are realized immediately after the collision. Sometimes it can take a few days to realize the full extent of your injuries, sometimes even longer. And that's why it's important to get the help of a medical professional. But if you don't have a personal injury lawyer on your side that can make sure the insurance isn't speaking with you and saying things that you don't want to say, well, that could be problematic to your injury claim. So when to hire a personal injury attorney? As soon as possible. That being said, there's a few important things to note. First of all, even if the accident was a year ago, that doesn't mean that I cannot provide assistance. And in fact, I still recommend giving me a call for a free consultation, because sometimes I can still help. And in fact, I've even had cases where people have hired me over a year later and I was still able to significantly help out the client. Now, if you are going to hire a personal injury lawyer for a case in Arizona, make sure that the lawyer is licensed in Arizona. You'd be surprised how many faces of the attorneys on Arizona billboards aren't even licensed in Arizona. So there's different requirements for Arizona cases. For example, the statute of limitations, which means the time limit for filing cases or providing a notice of a claim, might be different in Arizona than it is in another state. So it's important that you do consult with an Arizona injury lawyer like myself, and you don't just try to hire the first face you see on a billboard, because a lot of times you might be getting suboptimal work. I hope this is helpful. I hope you give me a call if you've been injured in a car accident or any injury that was not your fault as soon as possible, because the consultation's free. It's not going to cost you anything, and at least I can allow you to be properly informed of your options, because I've done a lot of this type of work. And if you decide not to hire me, hopefully you've at least gotten something out of the consultation. So give me a call, 480-927-3700.